Hello, everyone, and welcome back to EPSY 255. In this section of the lecture slides, we're going to talk about children's motivation, self-efficacy, and expectations of students. So we're going to begin with a question. You can think about what motivates you now, or what motivated you when you were younger. What motivates you to do well in school or to learn? Is it to get rewards, such as money or prizes? Or do you just have a love of learning, curiosity, and are self-determined? What motivates you to do well in school? Depending on your answer to the question, you can see where you fall in line in regards to motivation. So there are two types of motivation: extrinsic motivation and intrinsic motivation. For extrinsic motivation, you can see here that the student is trying very hard on the soccer field because they want that first place trophy. So if you have extrinsic motivation, that means you are motivated by things outside of you. So rewards, or you may have a fear of being punished. So that may also motivate you to do well. But that's the opposite of intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation, as you can see here, this child is trying hard and trying to do well on the soccer field because that's what makes them happy. They enjoy playing soccer. They enjoy learning and taking their skills to new heights. So they has the intrinsic motivation are the internal factors, that curiosity or that self-determination. Children's mindset is also very important in understanding why children succeed or do not succeed in school. When we talk about mindset, that is what is children's, again, motivation for achievement. And their motivation for achievement stresses the importance of children developing a mindset. So there's fixed mindset and there's growth mindset. When children have a fixed mindset, these children believe that the tools and the qualities that they have are pretty much carved in stone. So meaning whatever they were good at when they were younger, that's the only thing that they can be good at. Whatever their positive qualities are cannot change. Whatever their negative qualities are cannot change. But on the flip side, we have growth mindset. And when children have a growth mindset, they believe that their qualities can change and improve through effort. So if a child, for example, struggles with math, if they have a fixed mindset, they may believe that they just aren't good at math and there's nothing else that can be done to help them be good at math. They're just not good. They just believe they're not good, and they believe that nothing is going to change. But children may have a growth mindset if they are struggling with math, but they may believe that if they get a tutor, if they try hard enough, if they study more, then they may be able to accomplish the certain math subjects that they're learning. And so it's interesting, a fixed mindset versus a growth mindset. In school, as as teachers, as professionals, social workers, psychologists, psychiatrists, doctors, you want to encourage children to have a growth mindset, that whatever they are struggling with, their qualities can change, and if they put in the work, that they will eventually be able to hone in their skills and create a better life for themselves. Self-efficacy is very important in a child's achievement. Self-efficacy is a belief that one can master a situation and produce favorable outcomes. According to Bandura, self-efficacy is a critical factor in whether or not children achieve. So let's compare low self-efficacy to high self-efficacy. When children come across difficult situations, if they have high self-efficacy, the child is actually going to persist longer on a task. They're going to try to do their best to make sure that they can possibly get it. But if they have low self-efficacy, they don't believe that they can master the situation no matter how hard they try. And so they end the task quicker. Additionally, if someone has low self-efficacy, they may avoid challenging learning tasks because they feel that if it's a challenge, then they won't ever be able to master it. But children that have high self-efficacy, they eagerly work at learning tasks that may be challenging because they know that if they try hard enough, they will probably master the situation and they'll have some favorable outcomes. So it's really about confidence in themselves and if they have the ability to master a situation. Not only are self-efficacy and children's mindset and motivation important to children's achievement, but adults' expectations are also important to children's achievement. Teachers' expectations heavily influence students' motivation and their performance. Adults that have high expectations, specifically teachers, they work harder to ask higher level questions because they believe that the child will eventually be able to master these higher and answer these higher level questions, answer them correctly. Teachers that also have higher expectations for their students also are more likely to be effective in managing students' behavior. When students fall short of their own expectations, teachers' expectations can actually help children, and because teachers believe that children are able to accomplish this, so teachers will encourage and provide different opportunities for students to achieve. And that, again, is going to help with the child's self-efficacy and allowing them to persist more on difficult tasks. Teachers often have more positive expectations for students that have a higher ability compared to students that have a low ability. The teacher's expectations are likely, the student's abilities are actually very likely to influence teachers' behavior. So as a teacher, you have to make sure to monitor your expectations. Not only do you have to make sure that you have positive expectations for children that have high ability, but you also have to have positive expectations for children that have lower abilities. So you have to make sure that no matter the student's ability, you have to make sure that you still have high expectations for them. And obviously, the expectations for a high ability student are going to be different than a low ability student. But that doesn't mean that you still can't have high expectations for a low ability child. So that's something to think about. Okay, that's it for this section and for this chapter. I'm going to see you all next week for the final lecture slides. Bye-bye.